So there's nothing here, and then there's this big story of me, the story of my life and all of my problems, and my needing to get out of it, break out of my story, get rid of me, right? Get free from the story. And all of that is happening in nothing. I mean, this is the point. It doesn't feel like it, but it feels like there's some somethingness to everything, that there's some reality that's keeping me in the story, keeping the story going, keeping it alive, like a life source, a source of life. Okay. So that's assumed. I'm assuming that this story has life to it. That's what isn't true. It's dead. It's a dead story. All stories are dead. There is no life to any story. There is no place for the stories to plug in, to get aliveness, to juice up and get sustained, to get reality. All the stories appear, and they can appear real. That's one of the ways that things can appear. Can appear to be real and strong and dense and heavy. Real. That's what real means. It means there's a gravitas to my story. But where does that come from? It's just a story. Okay, we don't think that about most stories. If I say, that cloud looks like a horse, there's horses in the air. There's not much, we're not going to make much out of that. Doesn't seem to be too real. But this story of me and this thing going on, this life, this human adventure, seems really, really real. Well, it's made out of the same thing. All stories are made out of the same nothing. Because nothing is what's available. Nothing is what is. Nothing is what there is. We can call it just this. It isn't made into anything. It isn't constructed into any form. Stories are all constructed. The stories all have form. There's a meaning to them. But where do we go for the meaning? What's the source of meaning? The fountain that gives the meaning, the life, gives reality to things. This fountain of meaning. That's what you can't find that. Meaning is just another story. It's its own, meaning. Meaning says, I mean this, and I'm gonna be that. And it gets an audience. Well, the audience is called me. I'm the one who believes the meaning and finds the meaning to be true and real. It's all a fantasy. It's all it's a play. You can say it's just play. Even the heavy stuff is play, and it's heavy play. but there isn't anything underneath it. There isn't anywhere that you can go underneath this meaning to find the source of the meaning, that plug. Where does it plug in to get the energy to keep the meaning alive? There isn't anywhere to put the plug. The energy, the meaning is made out of, we could say, or what it's made out of. There's some kind of energy, we call it whatever. I mean, there's something is making all of this. But that something isn't anything other than what's making everything. It's not differentiated into a meaning stream. The story is a kind of meaning stream. It appears like that. It's just this specific kind of stuff separated out from everything that has a particular kind of meaning. Tells a story. That's what a story is. Oh, it's this. This is going on, and it means this. And it's heavy, and it's real, and it's what it's all about. But it's not all about that. It's all about this. It's all about what the story is made out of, what the story is appearing in, what the story is. Not what it looks like, not what it seems to be in its character as story. In other words, the shape that it's appearing to as. It's a shaping of this energy, right? But the energy is what there is. Energy is you, energy is everything. Energy is the story. And that's what there is. So, no matter what the story is. And I'm telling a story about it right now. But that doesn't change that there's just whatever there is, and we don't know what it is. So again, the stories are like, well, let's say that we do know. If I can know something, then this is the story that I'll tell about it. That's how it can work. But there isn't any knowing. That's the business. I can't know anything. So forget that, and I'll just say that, well, if I could know, it would be like this. I would tell this story. And it would be this room, and it would be, that person over there, and they're coming into the room, and they're going to do something that means something. And it's going to affect me in a way that I can talk about and tell the tale of. Well, all that would be going on if I could actually know something, if there was a me here who could know, a source of knowing, a position of determining what's what. That's not available. There isn't anything like that. There's just this going on. Appearing. All this appearing. That's all there is here.